Welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast. I am your host, Suzie Hunter, and we've got Alyssa on the board producing today. Such soft, gentle air horns for this Thursday early afternoon.
It still feels like it's 10 a.m. I don't know why.
Whenever, yesterday someone was like, oh, good afternoon. I was like, it's not. Oh, it is afternoon. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Great. I'm just forever a night owl now, especially because usually during baseball season, for 6 months out of the year, I'm at a ballpark until midnight. So
also true.
I'm not a morning person anymore, and I don't have to be a morning person.
I don't think I've ever been a morning person. I don't like it.
I really leaned into morning person life, when I was on morning news, when you have to wake up at 2 a.m. But I think I was just Stockholm syndroming myself into believing I was okay.
It's like you have no life. What would you do? Go to bed at 5 p.m.?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I would be in bed at 5 p.m. But it's fun if you have friends who work in marketing jobs where it's I can get happy hour at 2.
Also true.
So that would be kind of fun. It's you just gotta find your friends who don't really work and you're hey, we're gonna hang out a ton.
Perfect.
Impossible to go on dates. It was a time. It was a time. It's no longer a time. Guys, let's have a good time here today. We have a fun, informative, and entertaining Rockies show for you today. We're going to talk about the biggest list of the offseason drop, the Baseball America Top 100 Prospect List. I feel like we wait for this all offseason because I want to know, who do we need to be watching in all of baseball, not just, the Rockies. But the Rockies, it's a good sign for them. We've got a few names on that, and we love that. And also, who are the best and worst free agents that are still available right now that the Rockies could be signing? We will dive into those. We're going to look at who's on the market. We'll get into some Rockies news and Rockies not news, what the Rockies did and what the Rockies maybe didn't do. But yeah, let's start off with really quiet on that front this morning. Brian Serven, who was very recently in the Rockies organization and then went to the Cubs, then DFA'd. The Toronto Blue Jays picked him up. He just keeps moving north. I wonder where he'll actually land. Oh, poor Brian Serven right now. Todd Helton picking up some more votes. Picked up another this morning from Roberto Colon of LasMayores.com. He tweeted out his ballot. We love to see it. And also, as of 2 hours ago, Helton holds above that threshold. He's still at 82.8%. He's hovered really around that mark for a while now.
Okay, so wait, remind me.
Oh, yeah.
You know where he's at, but then what happens the day of voting? People can change, and that's how
No, it's there's some ballots that just aren't in yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can... I should open up the tracker.
You can live time track them.
Yeah. So the
deadline.
There are some people who are hardcore tracking, and they do this every year where they tweet the ballots that we know about. There's an Excel spreadsheet. There's a crazy Excel spreadsheet.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's actually intense. Hold on, MLB Hall of Fame tracker. I'm gonna Google this right now and send it to you, Alyssa, so you can see.
Let's check this out.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Ryan Thibodeau, Anthony Calamis. Those are the two big ones who, are putting in the work. AJ, talking prospects. Why, yes, I am here to listen. AJ, our good friend and colleague.
Hello.
Hang with us. We'll get there in a second. But yeah, I'm going to send Alyssa the spreadsheet so she can.
I need to fully.
So you can really, really understand what is going on. I'm going to send it in the Slack channel.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's this whole intense thing. But this breaks down how many public and anonymous votes he has so far. So right now he has 145 votes. And right now we know there are about 45% of ballots that are known right now. So in terms of what was public and what wasn't public before the announcement, I think the margin of error is 6 votes. So right now, if that is the same as it was last year. He's in, but just barely in. And we were talking about this. We had like a meeting where we're talking about Rockies coverage yesterday. And like everyone's like, well, how is he really going to get in? What's going to happen? I'm like, it's going to be close, but I hope it's close on the correct side.
Right. I don't even know where to start. This is incredible.
It's crazy. It is such a detailed spreadsheet. Like, I'm overwhelmed by it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Poor Matt Holliday, only 0.6% of the votes. I don't think he'll make another ballot. Poor Gary Sheffield, who was like just shy right now and probably won't make it. And that's his last year to be on the ballot that the writers vote on.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
So wild. So crazy. Yeah. I love a Hall of Fame season. I do hope. But by the way, just keep in mind, we're going to have a watch party. You can party as hard as you want to party, but we'll have some really fun stuff going on. We're going to raffle off suite tickets. A suite at Coors Field. You can get 2 tickets to
I
our
would
suite.
like that.
Yeah. AJ, nobody does nerd shit like baseball folk. You freaking know it. Yeah.
This is true.
This is like, this is the nerdiest stuff. I'm like, I'm not a nerd. Like, no, Suzie, you're like a huge nerd.
If I was better at math, I'd probably be a nerd about stats.
Right?
But it's just, math's not for me.
I think I used to like be good at math and now I just can't do simple addition.
Yeah.
But I specifically remember like on my SATs having like a much higher math score, which is weird because I do writing for a living.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm ass at what I do. And I don't even know math anymore, so I don't know.
I think Lindsay was telling me they don't even take those anymore. Like, there's no SATs, there's no ACTs. Like, there's no more testing for college.
They just don't take them?
Yeah. I was like, what?
I think, like, do you think, like, schools are just realizing, like, standardized tests just, like, aren't giving us any information other than, like, how well you take a test?
Yep.
Like, if you have to take a class to take a test, that's probably not a good test.
Exactly.
I get it. I see it. I see the vision.
I'm jealous.
I know. I think I had like the flu like the first time I took the SATs too.
I only took the ACT once and that was it. And I was like, well, this is my score, I guess.
Yeah. My SATs were graded wrong also the first time I took them.
Oh my God.
Because it was like pouring rain. And like, this is my theory. It was pouring rain. I think like the papers just got damaged, but like, I think like 100 people like in the Northeast Mid-Atlantic region, like had their tests scored wrong. And I was one of them.
What a
but
mess.
like I had already like applied to schools and gotten like accepted and rejected.
Oh God.
So it was
what
like,
a mess.
that's my villain origin story right there. Just lived a life of injustice. I'm like exaggerating. Please don't cancel me. Okay. So yeah, we mentioned the biggest news of the day is of course, we're going to get into that top 100 list of prospects from Baseball America. But first, since we're light on Rockies news, we're going to tell you what the Rockies did not do this week. We actually can't say the Rockies didn't sign anyone because they signed a bunch of little minor league deals with guys that we just like don't know a ton about. Pretty crazy. But the Rockies didn't. I'll tell you what happened. The Rockies did not sign Marcus Stroman. On Wednesday, the Yankees signed Marcus Stroman. They agreed to terms on Wednesday. That was yesterday. So that's another pitcher that we're not getting, but he's going to the Yankees. The Rockies didn't hire Sean Doolittle. Sean Doolittle, who was a World Series champion. The Washington Nationals hired him as a pitching strategist. He just retired at the end of the season after a second stint with the Nationals. But the Rockies didn't have to go to arbitration with any of their eligible players. See, we can play nice. We can play nice. We can play nice. You know who's always playing nice? Our friends at Empire Today. They are the OG in carpet and flooring installation, and they are doing it better than anyone. They're making it easier than anyone else. With Empire Today, you are getting the shop at home convenience, and you're going to find the right product for your needs. You're going to get a quick and professional installation and a price match guarantee. So you're going to get high quality flooring with the best materials you can get. So keep floor shopping simple. You're going to have a curated product selection too. So you've got a lot of options, but you're getting curated selections over here. They have a virtual floor designer too, which is a great way to see how the floors will look in your space. You can get like a little virtual sneak peek, which I think is so cool. It kind of helps you visualize what it's going to look like. And they have They have their own warranties too. So if an issue does arise, you can just call Empire and they're going to fix that problem themselves. Hands on. You don't have to track down some manufacturer phone number. They're going to help you out. Schedule a free at-home estimate today. All listeners can receive a $350 discount when they use promo code DNVR. Some restrictions do apply, but see EmpireToday/DNVR for details. And let's talk about our friends at Circa Sportsbook. I am still dying to get out there. I know like every single other person that I work with has been to Circa except for me. What is Circa? Oh, it's only Vegas's first ever adults only casino resort. They've got the world's largest sportsbook. It's a 3-story stadium style sportsbook. And they also have Stadium Swim, this big pool open all year round. Pools, swim-up bars, cabanas, super cabanas, maybe mega cabanas. You can like put like 50 people in there and have a big party. And, you know, if you're not in Vegas and you still want to enjoy all of the magic of Circa Sportsbook, get that app. Download the app. It's available in Colorado, but Circa Sports bets can only be made while physically located in the state of Colorado. Must be 21 or older. All rights reserved. Circa Sports Colorado encourages you to gamble responsibly. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER or visit problemgamblingcolorado.org. I always try to say it as fast as I can, but if you try too hard, your words get all jumbled.
Oh, the DraftKings one is, whew.
I know. It's, oh my gosh. The DraftKings one is like, hey, how many times can I trip over my words? AJ, 800-588-2300 Empire today.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I was waiting.
Our live studio audience is like eating this shit up.
Woo!
All right. This is the number one topic that I wanted to talk about today. The Baseball America Top 100 prospect list dropped yesterday. This is like the Oscars of minor league baseball. We wait for this all year. It's like Christmas. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm opening a gift. And the Rockies are gifted with 3 guys in that top 100 prospect list of all of baseball. Adael, Amador, Chase Dollander, and Yanquiel Fernandez. Let's kind of walk through all of them as a little refresher. I know you guys know your stuff, but I'm going to remind you. Adael Amador, born in Santiago, the Dominican Republic, native. He is the top prospect in the Rockies organization right now. Last year on that list, he was 4th in the Rockies organization, and he was 10th in 2022. So he is moving on up in our ranks. But yeah, Baseball America overall, they had him at 21 last year, so he's dropped a little bit. He was number 81 in 2022, so kind of all over the place. He's been in the mix for a while is the point I'm trying to make. Here's the scouting report on him, because obviously he's been playing, we haven't seen him yet. Duh. But yeah, this is what they say on Baseball America, their scouts. One of the most skilled and naturally gifted in the Rockies organization. He's a switch hitter too, contact-oriented, but a patient approach. That sounds like a quality that Buddy will love. Kind of a fringe average runner, and if he adds some power and like works on speed, maybe works on that arm for throwing in the infield, he could be great. Could develop into an above average everyday infielder. Good to have. Chase Dollander landed at 61 on that Baseball America Top 100. He's a new name because he was just drafted. He was a first-round pick in 2023, a Georgia native, former Tennessee Vol. And according to scouting reports, all right, here's what we can look at his pitching. His primary pitch is his 94 to 96 mile per hour four-seam fastball, and it touches 98 to 99. Can he sustain that? I don't know. I feel like maybe some guys like throw a little harder just to like every once in a while, just to like show it off. Like, hey, I can.
I saw he was up in the booth with Drew and someone else, I forget who it was. And he was saying that he was working on his velocity and it was kind of messing with his form.
Yeah.
So now he's going back to the form over the velocity.
Yeah. Well,
but still 99's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad.
We'll take it.
But like, don't push it too hard. Like, there's a big difference though between like, just throwing something 95 and throwing something 99. Like that, like those 4 miles an hour, like that's a difference in power.
That's a small margin.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so funny. Like I always think about Justin Lawrence when I think about this, because when he was pitching in Hartford, I mean, he was great in Hartford. Obviously, he was destined for the majors. And when he got called up, he was throwing like 100 miles an hour. And like me and my friend Rob were like texting each other. We're like, I don't remember him throwing this hard in Hartford, because he wasn't throwing that hard in Hartford. He gets to the majors, and part of it, like when you're on a major league mound and it's like kind of new to you, like the nerves will like have you just doing a little more, like the adrenaline's pumping. But also I feel like maybe some guys are trying to like, okay, I'm here in the majors, like let me show off a little bit.
I can see that.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't always like, and I think we've seen Justin Lawrence's velo go down a little bit, but like back to where it was when he was in, yeah. But anyway,
Gotcha.
Chase Dollander, primary pitch, that four-seam fastball. His secondary is an upper 80s slider. That's kind of his go-to against righties. And then his go-to against lefties is this upper 80s changeup. He's the number 2 prospect in the whole Rockies organization right now. And then we've got Yanquiel Fernandez. He dropped from number 47 in the top 100 list last year. That's okay. He's still in there. He's still one of our best prospects. Born on New Year's Day in Havana in 2003.
Oh my God.
It hurts.
It makes me feel so old.
It's like, I'm at that point now where it's like, I'm hearing these years that these guys were born, and I'm like, all right, my life is over. So Yanquiel Fernandez, we've heard this name because he spent a bunch of last season with the Yard Goats. Well, from August on, that's actually not that much. He finished the season in Hartford. He was promoted from Spokane in August. He started the minor league season in Fresno, so he moved up a couple of levels in the course of a season. I mentioned he's the number 3 prospect in the Rockies organization. His scouting report is a little chaotic. He's got power that, quote, looks to damage on every swing. Ooh, that sounds super fun to watch at Coors Field. Damage is so much fun to watch. Mashing is so much fun. And as we know, shit travels far. So because of that, he's got a swing-happy approach. Quote, above average contact skills that allow him to put the bat to ball at a high rate on pitches in the zone. But one of his big limits is he is a below average runner. That's not going to play well. He's an outfielder. That's not going to play well in our big outfield. So that kind of like confines him to corner outfield positions, but he's not really a great defender out there either. So he could be super fun to watch at the plate, but also really frustrating to watch if he doesn't get a handle on that outfield. So how do these guys rank in terms of MLB's top 100 list? We don't have the list yet. We'll get it soon. But yeah, those are like the 2 big lists. Usually they're pretty similar in terms of like where they rank guys, but sometimes they are different because they have different people picking the guys on the list. So like, what does this mean? What is the context? People are expecting a lot from these players. Long story short, and a top prospect doesn't mean it's one that's coming anytime soon. Looking at you, Chase Dollander. I don't think we're going to see him soon. I think he's definitely got a couple of years. We just got him, but we are expecting big things. And of course, the validation here is that these are players that the Rockies like, and they're also players that people from outside of the Rockies organization are seeing and see greatness in. So look at the validation. We love that. If you've been hurt and you need a little validation and maybe a little help, Backus and Shanker. Backus and Shanker is here to help because Backus and Shanker wins for Colorado families. They've been helping those who are seriously injured in Colorado for more than 25 years, and it's totally free until they actually win money in your case. And there's no fee to talk to someone about your case. You're not paying anything until you actually are a winner. Backus and Shanker helps with all kinds of injury cases where you weren't at fault. Car accidents, motorcycle, rideshare, pedestrians, trucks. They can even help if you're injured at work. So call them at 222-2222 to find out if you have a case for free because Backus and Shanker wins. All right. Hey, the rest of the Baseball America Top 100 list. A familiar name at the top of that list, Matt Holliday's son. Yep.
I saw that when I was looking at that list this morning, and I was like, getting married at the top of the list. Look at you go.
I mean, I think my gosh, I mean, he could have been called up last year. He was really that close. And also, I mean, at least because he wasn't, he got to win the AAA championship, which is pretty fun.
Probably, yeah. Wouldn't want to miss out on that.
I wouldn't want to miss. I'm sure he would rather have started playing in the majors, but I've never been to like a AAA championship game. I wonder like what the vibe is.
Oh, it's got to be crazy.
Because it's like a lot of guys who are like, oh, I am like just barely out of the majors here, like. But meanwhile, we're like battling with all these other dudes who are in the same position at us. Like, I would love to like catch the vibe. If anyone's been to a AAA championship game, please let me know. Also, apparently when he was, I think like when they were going to the game, like he had trouble like checking into his hotel because he looked so young. He like looks so young. They were just like, who is this literal child trying to check into this nice hotel?
I was gonna say oh no, that's renting a car. You have to be 20.
You're 25. I think like technically you actually don't, but like you're gonna pay a lot more.
Oh, okay.
I think he's got the money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think he's okay.
He's fine.
I think he's okay. He can Uber. He's fine. But yeah, the whole this is the other thing. Okay, so there's one team, one franchise, one organization that does not have a single player in the top 100, and that is the Kansas City Royals. So the Kansas City Royals, they don't have anyone in the top 100. They don't even have anyone in the list of the 15 prospects that just barely missed the top 100. My question is, how are you going to lose 100 games and not even have a top 100 prospect? The point I'm trying to make is like, listen, we are like, I feel like so many Rockies fans are always crying. Like, obviously, yeah, we've got like not the best situation going on here right now, but we don't have the worst. We don't have the worst.
It can always be worse.
It can always be worse. And the Royals can't say that. I'm sure the Royals look at like the A's and they're like, well, at least we're not them.
At least we're not them.
Hey, Joe in the chat, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who's here. All right, so a few teams have 5 prospects in the top 100. That's the most any one team has. The Cubs, Cardinals, and Brewers all have 5 prospects in that top 100 list. Basically, a couple years from now, the NL Central could be absolutely lit. Which, I mean, the NL Central was absolutely a dud last year, I think.
I almost thought you were going to say in that list the Dodgers, and I was just going to cry.
No, oh my God. Thank God. No, I think they have like 4.
Oh, okay.
So
5, not 4. It's fine.
They only have 4 top prospects, something like that. Speaking of prospects, he's not a top prospect yet. He's not even a prospect yet, I feel like. But Pittsburgh signed a 16-year-old player out of Panama. Say that 5 times fast. Named Iverson Allen.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. And like the weird thing is, looked at his stats. He's kind of the same height and weight as Allen Iverson, the basketball player, my favorite athlete of all time.
Oh, amazing.
But of course, it's like, okay, this knockoff Allen Iverson character, what do we call him? Because Allen Iverson, he's the answer. What is Iverson Allen? Is he the clapback? Is he the next question? Is he the wrong answer? Someone on Twitter called him the citation. Oh. That's fun. Hey, Kevin in the chat, at least the Royals can look back to their World Series win in 2015. Is that sarcastic or is that serious? I mean, I guess like, yeah, there's like an alternate podcast where it's like a girl just like me in Kansas City and she's like, at least we have a World Series.
I mean,
and it was less than 10 years ago.
One day for us.
One of these days. All these days, I'm drinking Breck Brew, our OG craft beer partner. They've been with us since before we were even DNVR. All right. Breck Brew, beer of the month. Is it really still the Christmas ale? I think I ask this every day. It is still the Christmas ale. It's still Christmas.
Why
and
not?
It's still $6 for a pint.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm doing dry January, but once I'm done.
That's right. How are you feeling during your dry January?
It's getting hard. It's been hard, but I'm almost there. It's the 18th.
Oh my gosh.
Just 2 more weekends of sheer nothing, and then I will be drinking some Breck brews.
February 1st, I'm going to pour you a pint of Breck Brew. It'll probably still be Christmas ale. $6 here at the bar. Breck Brew has a beer for any occasion, though. Do not forget about the Avalanche Amber Ale, the Mile High City Golden, the Broncos Country Pale Ale. Let's ride, let's chug. Fun Slinger. I love the Fun Slinger. What a great snow beer. And the Good Company Hard Seltzer. Find your favorite brew near you at breckbrew.com. Use the beer locator. Guaranteed good times. I'm going to Breck this weekend.
Oh, I'm jealous. I haven't been up there in a long time.
I was up there. I did a little overnight trip back in October and lost my phone in the snow.
I remember that.
And a different sponsor found it.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been to their brewery or distillery up there.
Yeah.
Either. I want to go check it out.
Yeah, I've been to the Breck Distillery, little outpost that's in the downtown area.
Okay.
But I actually have not been to Breck Brew's Breck location
up there.
I haven't been there. Yeah.
I go to the farmhouse a lot, especially in the summer, because I ride my bike along that bike path, and they had those slushies. Oh my God, with the Mountain Beach Sour, and it was a mango Mountain Beach Sour. Oh, it was so good. It was incredible.
Oh my gosh, Kevin in the chat replying to our little Iverson Allen news. I bet he loves batting practice. You talking about batting practice? We talking about batting practice, not a game. Practice. He's my everything. I love Allen Iverson.
I do really love Allen Iverson. I'm sad when he left the Nuggets so quickly.
I was confused when he joined the Nuggets. I was I don't know what to do right now. I've never I was a kid. I was I've never been in a position where my favorite athlete now works somewhere else.
Leaves.
But now I live in the other city.
Perfect.
I get to live in a city where my favorite athlete is also appreciated, and that is rare.
That is rare for you.
Some of my other favorite athletes from Philly are very hated in Denver.
Yes.
Chase Utley. One of my faves forever, very hated by anyone who's not a Phillies fan. Let's talk about the market right now. I love that MLB.com does this. They make a list of all of the free agents sorted by position and listed in terms of their WAR. Okay. But they keep it updated. So I love seeing who's on the market, who's already gone somewhere. There's still so many guys on the market. We were just talking about this before the show too. This has been such a slow off season because I think teams just don't know how much money they're going to have. So I think everyone's kind of really hesitating. But in terms of who do we still have at DH that's available? That's a free agent. Daniel Vogelback. One of my favorites because he I've seen him in the visitors clubhouse when he's played here at Coors. He is a character. I think he would be so fun to see at Coors Field. He's just a big dude who can mash, but also who can't run really. So I think he actually might have a bad time. Brad Miller is a free agent still. Brad Miller, friend of the pod. His first ballpark that he ever went to was Coors Field, which I think is fun. His family loves traveling to different ballparks. They're big on traveling and visiting stadiums, and they're really fun. They are fun. Still on the market, first baseman Rhys Hoskins. Why not sign a fifth first baseman? Why not? The Rockies fucking would.
Need pitchers, sign a first baseman.
Yeah. Hey, you could have a really hard-hitting outfield. This is a pun. A couple of left fielders on the market. Jock Peterson and Tommy Pham, both still on the market. Famously, Jock Peterson got slapped in the face by Tommy Pham because Tommy Pham didn't like the memes that Jock Peterson was sending in the group chat. Killer memes out here. Also a free agent, by the way, old friend Jurickson Profar with a .6 WAR. So small. All right. Hey, speaking of memes that will kill you. All right, I have a problem. Obviously, this offseason has been so slow. So, at night, I have been just making these horrendous Photoshops. Really awful. And we've got some. We've got some ready for you. While Alyssa's pulling those up, I will say hello to Michael in the chat. I know he's a Mets fan, but Vogie would slay in Colorado. He would need oxygen to get to third base, though. Yeah, he would. He might. He really might. Loved him as a Met. I was so happy when he got traded to the Mets because he has such a big personality, and there are so many people covering you in New York that if you have a good personality, you're going to get talked about. He was in like a commercial about base stealing. Like, he is funny. He is down for the bit. All right. Which meme are we showing people first?
Let's see. I was trying to find a drum roll sound, but I can't. So da 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 da.
All right. I made this one yesterday, actually, because I wanted to use this as the thumbnail. We were talking about the Rockies dunk tank because the Rockies keep getting dunked on. I made this very wholesome dinger and goggles. And Yaya made the worst thumbnail I've ever seen in my life. Like, I think Dick Montfort's going to sue us because it's such a bad Photoshop. Like, I'm worried. But like, respectfully, please. Rick in the chat. Oh my gosh, I'll answer you real fast. Any idea when Veen will get the call? I think this year could be his year. I kind of thought he could be like an August or September call up last year, but of course he was dealing with that hand injury. Poor Veen was just playing through this injury because he wanted to make the majors last year. I think if his hand is okay, I think this could be the year. But again, like, similar timeline later in the summer. Thanks for asking. Alyssa, what's next?
Okay, what do we have next here?
What do we have next?
Where is my mouse? Okay, there we go.
All right, here we have, okay. Did you know that Dinger and Jessica Simpson dated? That's the bit that I started. Jessica Simpson was at Coors Field in like 2011. There's like pictures of her like walking down the hall with Dinger. I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if they actually dated and like went on vacations together? But yeah, here they are on a steamy vacation.
Why was she at Coors Field?
It was a concert for like the troops. It was like something for military personnel, some event. Like Michelle Obama was there.
Wow.
It was like a whole thing. Yeah.
I did not know that.
It was before my time here. I was busy in 2011, college and shit.
I was here and I didn't even know this. Or I've forgotten. Who knows? One of the two.
It also like, it wasn't like an event for everyone. It
Right.
was like just for like a specific group of people. Like it looked like the performance was like on the concourse.
Oh.
So like
Very
you probably wouldn't
exclusive.
have known about it.
Exclusive.
They didn't invite you. KQ, who are you? What? Ah. All right, what else do we have?
Let's go.
This was the worst one. I was like, what if Dinger had a birthday party up in the club? What you're watching is a woman who is unraveling in real time. You are watching me lose my mind. But yeah, he's got like the balloons. He's got
I think this is the best one. This is my favorite.
Loves those sea chickens. What? Sea chickens? What's a sea chicken?
I don't know. I don't even know if we
Oh my
want
God,
to
he's
go
talking
there.
about Jessica Simpson and the chicken of the sea.
Yes.
Is it chicken? Is it fish? Oh my, how quickly we forget.
I did forget about that.
Oh my gosh. Dinger over Nick Lachey is a huge upgrade. Is Dinger over Kate Winslet an upgrade? Definitely not. But
Okay, wait, this was my favorite.
Maybe like one of your French girls. I hope you're watching us on YouTube. Otherwise, you don't know what's happening in this one. And if you're listening to the show, you actually deserve to just not have to look at this. Do we have any others?
The last. Oh no. It didn't go. Okay, wait.
It's okay.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, the Hall of Presidents. No.
Oh no, wait. No, this is still the wrong one.
Hold on.
Why is this happening?
I know, because I sent you like too many things. That's on me. I also sent you the wrong one. I photoshopped, like the Hall of Presidents at Disney World. I photoshopped Tyler Kinley into it because he was one of our presidents.
Come on. Okay, here we go.
Basically, what I'm trying to tell y'all is
Fits right in.
he fits right in. Yeah, look at him. You can't even tell the difference between the two pictures because he's so presidential. Oh wait, oh my gosh. I forgot. I actually photoshopped in Iverson Allen last night. Can I send you the tweet?
Yes.
Can we just like throw it on the screen?
Yep.
Because I think like, what link did I send you? Okay, never mind. Okay, here we go. Hello. Would you guys like to see our Slack channel too, since I'm talking about it so much today?
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of this one. This is how Iverson Allen's going to be rolling up into spring training in like a Bobby Valentine style disguise.
We should turn this into a weekly or monthly bit. Susie's Photoshop
I think
extravaganza.
I'm getting real good at making the bad ones, you know?
The good, the bad, the ugly.
They do be ugly.
And the home runs.
Be ugly. Thank you for calling it a home run. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Ricky, is Dinger a Swiftie? I think Dinger is a Swiftie. We don't know for sure. Dinger also doesn't have his own like Instagram. And like I was thinking about this the other day because like all of the Cleveland mascots, I'm going to compare Colorado to Cleveland. Hello. All of the Cleveland mascots have an Instagram, like the hot dogs, which are like the equivalent of like the tooth trot. Like they're a sponsored bit.
Yeah.
But they are like more famous than the primary mascot.
True.
But also they have an Instagram, but like one of the hot dogs in Cleveland is a Swiftie.
Okay.
And so like they do like, so it was like we know their personalities. I wish Dinger wasn't so mysterious. Dinger, get on social media. What are we doing?
Should we make his Instagram for him? This would be incredible.
Should I make a parody account?
Yeah. Yes. With all your Photoshops.
Suzie, how hard are you trying to get sued by the Rockies?
Name, image, and likeness of Dinger.
So yeah, if you see a Dinger Instagram pop up and it's all these, it won't be obvious at all.
Not at all.
Suzie, how did you get your credentials revoked? Well,
you see here.
They said I was cyberbullying Dinger. Oh my gosh. All right. Guys, this was such a fun time. I'm so happy that y'all were in here in the chat. Chatting it up. I appreciate it. And listen, I'm gonna make it a long weekend. Well, I'm already gonna be in Breck tomorrow. So yeah, I do have a nice long weekend. So we're gonna send y'all on your way. But I do want to remind you, Tuesday, January 23rd, the day that we get the Hall of Fame announcement, and we will be watching the announcement live right here at the DNVR bar. Please come. You don't have to pay anything to come. You can just show up and sit there. We don't really care. Or you can get some beers, get some Brecks, have a good time. There's going to be prizes. You can win 2 sweet tickets to, it's Rockies Phillies too. So like the rematch between Harper and Bird. I know. Okay, remind me to Photoshop like a fight poster for that.
Yep.
Because Bryce Harper wanted to rip Jake Bird's head off. And Jake Bird was like, oh my God, this like player that I like actually admire and look up to, who's like really talented, like freaking hates me right now. Like,
we're fighting.
He was like, okay, I guess we're gonna fight. This is wild. But the rematch. My favorite part of that was Bryce Harper, just like he made it about all of us. Like, he literally looked at the players and looked at the fans in the stands and said, loser fucking organization, all of you, all of us.
What a hater. What a hater.
Again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Bryce Harper, you're not allowed to say that about us. Only we're allowed to say that about us.
Exactly.
Please.
Get out of here.
Please. But yeah, we're going to raffle off 2 sweet tickets for Rockies, Phillies. And listen, that's early too. That's in like April. That's an early game right there. So the Rockies is still in contention at that point. So it'll be a fun game. The 25th, what is that, Thursday? Is that a Nuggets watch party that we're raffling off? Yeah, so we've got a Nuggets watch party on the 25th. Big raffle. They're raffling off 2 tickets to another Philly game, Nuggets Sixers, next Saturday, which by the way is right after FanFest. This show will be back Monday at 12:15 Mountain Time right here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel. And planning note, we'll do an emergency pod on Tuesday after the Hall of Fame announcement if Todd Helton is in it, which he freaking better would be. Ricky, so when does the Bryce Harper to the Rockies trade happen? Never. He still has like 10 years left on that contract. We will never see him come to... He probably wouldn't. That's probably one of the teams where he's like, even if you think about trading me, don't even think about sending me to Colorado because I've already said too much.
He's a hater, but I'd take him.
I feel like though he could spin it to be like, all right, well now we're not a loser organization because I'm here.
That would be the narrative.
He would spin it. Listen, he went from the Nationals to the Phillies and like that's a rivalry. Like he worked that transition. I think he could make it work. Plus, he loves to pander to everyone, so It'll be good stuff. Guys, have a great weekend. And before I send you off, make sure you are following DNVR_Rockies on Twitter. We're going to keep you updated on all the latest news. If something big happens, we're going to tweet about it. Alyssa, where can we follow you on social media?
Twitter, I am Alyssa Marie 21 and Amarie21 on Instagram.
Amazing. Guys, you can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. And you know what I love to say about what Black likes to say about closing out a podcast?
What is it, Suze?
Fuck it, we ball. We talking about practice? Fuck it, we ball. We will talk to you guys on Monday, right back here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel. See you then.
We all silly like the mayor.